What's up, guys? I am back again with another quick weave video. This one's going to be a side part. I'm going to use a razor to do like a blunt cut, and I'm going to do some beachy natural loose waves in the end. Enjoy! So there's a few things that I want to kind of mention to you guys. So just as background, about 3 weeks ago to a month maybe, I was tired of my black color. I've been black forever since like high school. I was like, I want to like change my hair color and do something different. Well, for some reason my hair holds black color really well. Like, it's very hard to get black out of my hair. So I went to Sally's, got a color remover, tried to remove the color, did that a few times and put a color on top, and it was just kind of harsh for my hair. So my hair is a little damaged right now. And when I say damaged, I do not mean heat damage, because y'all know how I feel about that. I mean like real damage, like dry. My edges are kind of breaking off a little bit, as you can see right here. And I'm just trying to kind of nurse my hair back to health. So if y'all see like, you know, little clips like that, like where my edges are kind of short, that is why. Y'all know I don't consider heat damage real damage, because your hair can be heat trained and healthy at the same time. But right now, I do think my hair is a little bit more on the damaged side, so I'm just trying to be cautious with what I do and protect it as best as possible. So my braids, I don't know if y'all just saw, but there's one huge braid right here. I actually ended up making that into 2 braids. This is where I made it into 2 because one was just way too big. It really doesn't matter how your braids are. Like, my braids aren't perfect, but sometimes I'm kind of OCD about these things, so I just went ahead and split that one braid up. So right here, I'm just putting a cap on, and typically I like to use 2 caps, but I accidentally got one that only had 1 cap, so this 1 cap will have to do. And I just like to tuck the ends of my braids up under the cap, kind of in between each braid, so that it lays as flat as possible. Alright, so quick note, when y'all put on the protective shield, you have to make sure this stuff is dry. If it is not dry, your tracks will not stick and they will come out. So that is an important step. Please make sure your hair is dry after you use the protective shield on both your real hair, your braids, and then once you use it on your cap. Another trick that I have learned, I like to cut my tracks when I'm putting them in. I don't like to kind of overlap them, and so sometimes when you cut them, it can cause them to shed, and the way that I kind of stop them from shedding is to just kind of seal the wefts on the end. So I just put a little bit of glue at the end of each weft, and that just kind of seals the weft in. Also, another tip for me, when I'm laying my tracks, I just go from one end to the other. So in other words, from the left to the right. I don't know if there's another way to do it, but that's the way that I've always done it. And actually, I think on my first quick weave video, I got a few questions asking how I actually lay the tracks. Like, do I just go from end to end? And the answer is yes. So I do that all the way up until I have no more room to go from left to right, and then I'll just kind of start to fill in the open spaces with tracks that I have left. So this part is crucial too. Once you get to the top and you need to cut out where your leave out is, please be careful because you will be super upset if you end up cutting your real hair. So just kind of take your time. There's no need to rush through this part, and just be careful and make sure you're not grabbing part of your real hair, your leave out, in between your scissors. So I like to cut my hair in sections. This is just what's easiest for me. So I'll start with the left side, and I'm just going to use a eyebrow razor that I got from the beauty supply store and just kind of give it a very blunt, long bob look. That's the look that I was going for. And once I finish with this side, I'm going to do my right side, and they don't really have to be even. I think that's kind of the beauty and like the messy blunt look. So that's all I'm doing here is just taking my eyebrow razor and making a very blunt, long bob cut. And so the last step in this process is just to take my curling iron and create very loose, natural beach waves. Those are my favorite type of curls. I don't really like uniform Shirley Temple type curls. I like, natural waves. And once I'm done, I'll comb out the curls, and that kind of helps to give it that wave effect. But yeah, so I recreated my infamous quick weave video. How did I do this time, guys? Leave comments below. Did you like this video? Is it better than my first one? Not as good as my first one? Tell me your thoughts. If you have any questions, of course, you can leave a comment below and I'll answer your questions. If you have not subscribed, sis, please subscribe now. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Subscribe right now. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and also let me know what other videos you guys want to see. I look forward to creating more content for the rest of this year and next year, and yeah, until next time, thank you guys for watching.